Very good afternoon, dear students. Welcome back to another session of our science. Dear students, we have discussed many things related to the cell, and I hope that you all have revised them very finely. Because whatever contents we are discussing in this classes, it is very important that continuous revision should be there. Because what will happen, you are just gathering the information from the classes and just keeping it at one place. So it is not going to make any change in anything. So it's my humble request to all of you, as you are very obedient students, I can surely say that whatever instructions I am giving you in these sessions, you are following them and you are doing as per the instructions only. So dear students, whenever we are dealing with such type of content like cell, make sure that you are having the diagram of either the plant cell or the animal cell in front of you, because many a times we are just discussing the contents which are present on the board, but these cell organelles are already present in the diagram which is specified in your textbooks. So it's my request to all of you that whenever we are discussing these contents related to this particular chapter, make sure that you are having your own diagram of plant or animal cell, so that it will help you whenever I am saying Golgi bodies. So you will try to identify the Golgi bodies in your own diagram. So it will establish a connection between the visual aid with you as well as whatever I am saying and explaining over here. So let us start with the different cell organelle, dear students. Till now we have discussed about the cell membrane. The cell wall is also there in plant cell, which is going to surround the cell membrane. Additional membrane is there. It is made up of proteins which are going to provide a particular type of nourishment to the cell, and they are going to participate in many activities related to the cell protection also. After cell membrane, we have discussed the structure and function of cytoplasm, that is jelly-like substance is there. Later on, we have discussed about the nucleus, which is going to be the very important part in the cell, because this nucleus is known as the brain of the cell, and we know that brain is involved in all the processes related to the living organisms. So talking in terms of cell, the nucleus is going to be very essential to perform and guide all the processes going on in the cell. This particular nucleus is also going to act as an heredity material, as we discussed in previous session. Heredity is the transmission of characters from one generation to another generation. The characters which are harbored by the parents, they are transmitted to their children, that is to the next generation. Characters of father may get transferred to the child, characters of mother may get harbored to the children in the next generation. So all this transmission of characters is possible because of the nucleus which is present inside the cell. This nucleus itself is going to have chromosomes in it. Cell structure, yesterday we have discussed, thread-like structures are there. These are called as the chromosomes, which are going to have genes on them. These genes are responsible to modify the complete structure of the organism. They are responsible to transmit the characters from parents to their children. Along with this, certain chromatin fibers are also present in the nucleolus. These chromatin fibers are essential for the cell division process, which occurs after the fertilization process. Union of male and female gamete is going to give rise to another embryo in which cell division will occur. What is this cell division? In cell division, the newly born embryo is going to develop stage by stage because of the cell division. That is, in a particular month, there is development of brain, there is development of heart, there is development of internal organs. So all these things are possible just by the very small structure of cell. It can be plant cell, it can be animal cell. So dear students, now we will study the structure and function of the Golgi bodies. What are these Golgi bodies? See the structure. You might be having with you also. So Golgi bodies, they are also called as the Golgi apparatus, instruments present inside the cell. These are tubule-like structures. They are appearing just like vesicles or tubules. In this diagram we are able to observe this tubule. See, these tubules are present inside the cell. They are called as Golgi apparatus or Golgi bodies. Now, what is the function of them? These Golgi bodies are essential, or they are going to secrete certain chemical substances. Now, which are these chemical substances? These are in the form of enzymes, these are in the form of hormones, and these are in the form of proteins also. Now, all these enzymes, proteins and hormones, they are going to have different functions. Though they are the chemical substances, but still their functions are different. Example, enzymes can act as a catalyst. What is mean by catalyst now? Example I will give you. If two friends are there, okay, you and your friend is there, and in between what happened, a third person comes. Now the third person is going to initiate fire between both of you. It may happen that the third person is going to tell you that your friend is going to say this type of things about you. The same person will tell to your friend also that you are saying some bad words about him or her. So in this particular situation, what has happened? Here people were there, like A was there and B was there. Now A person and B person is there. These two people are good friends with each other. Now because of miscommunication, what has happened? A third person has entered in between them. This third person we can say as C. What C is going to do? C is going to tell to A that B is saying something bad about you. The same C person is going to tell to B also that A is saying certain bad words about you. Now here what has happened? A and B are not connected to each other. But because of C, what is happening? The C is initiating the fight between A and B. So in this particular example, we can say that C is acting as an enzyme or the catalyst over there. So we can say that chemical substances can be in the form of enzymes, they can be in the form of catalysts, they can be in the form of hormones also. So Golgi apparatus, they are going to contain these chemical substances in the form of enzymes, catalysts, hormones and proteins also. Now hormones, why they are essential, so essential? Hormones, if you will see, our body contains many hormones. Hormones are the chemical messengers which are secreted by certain glands in your body. For example, if teacher is teaching in the class and all the children sitting in the class are very quiet and calm, okay, very serious topic is going on, teacher is teaching and all of you are sitting very quietly. Suddenly, if the child in between start laughing loudly, so what we will think? Has he gone mad in the class? Why he is laughing so loudly? Everybody is so serious in the class, and why that particular child is laughing so loudly? Now the reason can be in this way also, that the particular child has recalled certain jokes in the mind, and because of that he started laughing loudly in the class. So what we can say, that in that particular child something was secreted which has made him laugh loudly in the class. What was that something in the child's body? It was nothing but the hormone which was secreted in that child. So we can say that in that particular child, excitement hormone, adrenaline was secreted. That's why that particular child start laughing in the class. Now we can reverse the reaction also. It may happen everybody is laughing in the class, everybody is enjoying in the class, and one of the child started crying in the class. Now we don't have any sort of idea why the particular child is crying. It may happen because of certain chemicals which are secreted in his or her body. So these chemicals which are going to change your mood are called as hormones. So these hormones, enzymes, catalysts and many proteins in the cell body are secreted in Golgi bodies which are tubular or vesicle in shape. Tube like structure is there, or just like vesicles they are going to appear. So these enzymes, hormones, proteins or catalysts, they are going to take part in all the physiological and biochemical processes inside the cell. Thus, it is very essential that these enzymes, these proteins or these chemicals should get secreted in these tube-like structures which are called as Golgi bodies. So, if it is asked to you that what is the structure and function of Golgi apparatus, you can write there that Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus are tube-like structures, or they are just like vesicles, and their function is to secrete the enzymes, the catalysts, the hormones, the proteins or the chemical substances which are essential to regulate the processes inside the cell body. This is about the Golgi apparatus. Hope you have understood it. Dear students, when you are writing the structure and function, make sure that you are reading them from textbook also. If you have any reference book, in that also you can find extra information related to each and every cell organelle. It will not be a binding to you, that stick to the textbook itself. Now every time you are using the mobile, you are using the net also, so it becomes an opportunity for you that whenever you are writing notes in your notebook, make sure that certain things you are taking from internet also, because that even is a good source to collect the information. But be sure while collecting the information that it should be related to your grade, related to your class only. So if you will search for the structure and function of Golgi apparatus, you may get more things which I have not included in all these things. So that even you can learn them, that even you can comprehend them properly, or that things even you can write in your notes also. So let us have a look for next one. The next cell organelle is vacuole. Now see, here tube-like structures we have labeled them as Golgi bodies. I will write here the short form. Golgi apparatus were there, okay, tube-like structure or vesicles were there. Next one I have taken the vacuole. This is the vacuole, okay. Now vacuole, what is vacuole? Why it is essential in both plant and animal cell? How is the structure of this vacuole in plant and animal cell? Before moving to it, I would like to tell you that vacuoles, if you will observe in plant cell, they are bigger and larger in size as compared to the vacuoles which are present in the animal cell. Reason is plants, they photosynthesize. So plants are able to photosynthesize, they are able to prepare their own food material. So as they are able to prepare their own food material, what will happen? Their vacuole, the food vacuole in the plant cell will be larger and bigger in size as compared to the food vacuole which is present in the animal cell, because animals, they are heterotrophic in nature. They depend on autotrophs for their food material. So the vacuole which is present inside the cell in plants, it will be bigger and larger as compared to the animal cell vacuole. Now what is the function of vacuole? See, vacuole is fluid filled space enclosed in a membrane. This is a membrane and inside it fluid is present. I told you that it is going to have food material inside it. So you might be wondering how it is going to have fluid inside it. So whatever food material the cell has digested or nutrition has occurred, all that complete food material or nutrients are enclosed inside the vacuole as reserve food material. What is reserve food material? Now, I have eaten too much of food today itself. Tomorrow I will be on fasting. Day after tomorrow even I can fast. So both days I will not eat anything. So do you think that within these 2 days I am going to die? Answer is no. Within 2 days I am not going to die, because though I have not taken the food, but still my body was having reserve food material which has made me alive for the 2 days. So this reserve food material which is used in case of emergency is stored in the food vacuole which is present both in plant cell as well as in animal cell. So this particular vacuole is present in plant cell as well as in animal cell. It is fluid filled space enclosed in a membrane, and it is going to have the food material in the form of reserve food material. It can be in the form of glycogen, it can be in the form of starch also. So this is about the vacuole, which is going to have the reserve food material inside it. The third one comes is the lysosomes. Now what are the lysosomes? Normally they are called as the suicidal bags are there. What is meant by suicidal bags? You might be wondering that what is the need of getting suicide in terms of cells? Many a times what happens, the cell, if the cell is not getting enough food material, if it is not getting enough nutritional values, then in such type of situation the cell need to get destructed or need to get destroyed. Now we are not able to destroy the cells in the body because the cells are going to have their own mechanism of destruction. It is called as autolysis. This particular thing of getting self-destructed or self-destroyed in the plant cell or animal cell is done by one of the cell organelle which is called as lysosomes. These lysosomes are present in plant body as well as in animal cells. See, here we are able to observe it. Okay. These are the lysosomes. Now lysosomes are also called as suicidal bags or suicide bags. So their function is, if in case of the cell is facing any type of difficult situation, for example there can be starvation also. What is meant by starvation? For many days the cell is not getting enough food material or water content, so cell is not able to survive. So in such type of situation autolysis is very important. So who is going to do this autolysis for the cell? It is a big question now. So who is going to do it? The suicidal bags which are present inside the cell, these are lysosomes. So lysosomes are enzymes for digesting cells. Rather than using the term destroying the cell, we have utilized the term digesting the cell. Consider example of RBCs, WBCs, these are the cells only inside your body. Now RBCs and WBCs, they are going to have their own lifespan. They may live for 14 days, they may live for 100 days. As per their structure and function, they are going to have specific lifespan. After that what happens? If the RBC is going to die after particular days, are we able to take it out from your body and throw it outside in the environment? No. This type of mechanism never happens in the living organisms. Our body structures are so well developed that whatever cells are going to die, they are going to get digested inside the cell itself. So if you will consider the example of lysosomes, these lysosomes are the enzymes, these are the chemical substances which are going to digest the cell inside the cell body itself. Here you are able to observe the lysosomes are present inside the cell itself. Now, if a condition comes that this particular cell is not getting nourishment, this particular cell is not getting water content, not getting mineral content, or because of some internal or external barriers, this cell is not able to survive, then these lysosomes are going to take the decision. They are going to take the decision to destroy the complete cell, to digest the complete cell. So these lysosomes, as they themselves are the chemical substances, they themselves are the enzymes, they are going to secrete the chemicals inside the cell. Because of that, the cell completely will get digested inside the organism's body. This is also very important, dear students, because if the cell is not able to survive, if the cell is not able to perform the specified functions, then what is the use of the cell in the body? Why we need to increase the number of cells in the body? It is very essential that unwanted things should get expelled out of the body. So this expulsion of these substances is done by the lysosomes, which are going to destroy the complete cell if the cell is not able to perform the functions there. So lysosomes are the suicidal bags which are going to digest the complete cell if the cell is not able to perform the specified functions in it. Next one we will see. The next one is endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, now what is this endoplasmic reticulum? These are also certain structures which are present. Now see here, endoplasmic reticulum in the cell body. This particular structure is called as endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, this endoplasmic reticulum, it can be hard endoplasmic reticulum, it can be soft endoplasmic reticulum, that is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Both of them are going to have certain functions specified for it. So endoplasmic reticulum are tube-like structures, just like we have seen about the Golgi bodies. Vesicle-like, tube-like structures are present inside the cell, in both in plants and animal cell, which are going to perform very important functions like synthesis, preparation, storage, that is collection, and transportation, that is migration. So endoplasmic reticulum is going to be responsible for the three main processes occurring in the cell body. They are synthesis of the substances inside the cell, after that storage of the substances or nutrients in the body, and transportation of the substances from one place to another place. Let us have a look for the synthesis storage now. Synthesis. For what the synthesis is required in the cell? For what purpose it is required? Now when we are talking about the cell, in cell protein synthesis is there, synthesis of food material is also there. Now when we are talking about protein synthesis, the first thing which is going to click to your mind is protein synthesis is essential of transmission of characters, that is hereditary characters, DNA material. All these things, when they are synthesized, they need to get stored at one place, and on the correct timing, what will happen? We need to transport them from one place to another place in the cell. So if the food is synthesized in the plant cell, consider example of plant cell, because only plants can photosynthesize. So synthesis of food material occurs in the plant body, plant cell. Then this synthesized food material, produced food material, will get stored somewhere, just like in vacuole, it is going to get stored over there, and after storage, whichsoever organelles or parts of the cells are present, they need to get transported with the help of all these nutrients. For example, in plants, synthesis of food material occurs in particularly the leaves. Leaves are responsible to photosynthesize. So food material synthesized by the process of photosynthesis is at the site of leaves. Okay, leaves are going to photosynthesize. Now the food material is ready in the leaves. Now it's time to transport that food material. So whenever the food will be available in the leaf, this food material will get travel towards the root system as well as towards the shoot system also. So transportation of food material from one place to another place in the cell body is done with the help of endoplasmic reticulum. So this is about the structure and function of endoplasmic reticulum, how it is going to synthesize the food, how it is going to store the food, and how it is going to transport the food material. So what today we have discussed? We have discussed certain cell organelles related to plant cell as well as animal cell. So let us have a quick recap of all these things. Golgi bodies. Golgi bodies are tubular in shape. They are going to appear just like vesicles. What is the function of Golgi bodies? They are going to secrete certain enzymes, certain catalysts, hormones and proteins are present in them, which are going to regulate the mechanism of the cell. After that, vacuole is there. Vacuoles, they are bigger and larger in plant cell as compared to animal cell, because in plant cell, plants can photosynthesize, thus they require a bigger food vacuole in them. So vacuoles, they are fluid filled space enclosed in a membrane, and they are going to reserve the food material in case of emergency situations. Next one is lysosomes. Lysosomes are particularly the specified enzymes, the chemical substances which are essential to digest the cell. If the cell is not in a condition to work properly, it is essential to remove, to destroy that particular cell from the cell body. So this particular task is done by the lysosomes, which are the enzymes which are also called as suicidal bags. They are going to completely destroy the cell. They will digest the cell inside the cell body itself. And again, generation of new cells is going to occur in the cell body. Next one is endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum can be the rough endoplasmic reticulum as well as the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. What are the functions for it? They are going to appear tubular in structure only. So endoplasmic reticulum is going to perform the function of synthesis of food material, synthesis of proteins inside the body of the cell. Then their storage is done. During storage, all the things are accumulated at one place in the endoplasmic reticulum, and after that transportation is very essential. In plant bodies, xylem and phloem tissues are present, which are essential for transportation. In animals body, a specified circulatory system is there which is responsible for transportation in the organism's body. It can be transportation of the food material, it can be the transportation of the proteins which are required for cell division, because cell is the basic part, structural and functional part which is involved in cell division. And why this cell division is essential? During reproduction, the male and female gametes are get united together to form a new embryo, a new nucleus is formed, a new life, a new cell is formed, in which cell division is essential. If the period of 9 months is there to give birth to the young one, then within these 9 months what happens? There is development of hands, there is development of heart, there is development of brain, and there is development of fingers and many more things. So all these things are not going to get developed within 1 month only. They are going to take their own timings because of cell division which is going to take place in the organism's body. So dear students, you have to enlist all the cell organelles and their functions together, read them, learn them and draw the diagram for it. Till that time, dear students, please do take care and study well.